Brewers Fantasy Camp Confidential here with Jeff Jenkins, the king of Jenks Jungle. I always love that part. Look, I mean, when you think of the 90s, the 2000s, those early Brewers teams, you think of Jeff Cirillo, you think of Scott Carl, obviously. You think of Jeff Jenkins. I mean, you're still a huge fan favorite in Milwaukee. That's got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely. It's always fun coming out here to Fantasy Camp. I know we're getting a couple days of bad weather, but it's fun to see all you guys. And even watching you out there, how serious you take it. This guy's breaking.
I don't know what you're talking
he's
about.
He's throwing equipment. He's breaking pads. It's fun though. It lets these guys kind of delve into our kind of pick our brains about how we carried ourselves, the routines we had, and just kind of really try to help them understand what they're thinking about when they take in a bat, what we're thinking about, how we look for pitches, and really just let them delve into what we did with our everyday lives.
And I think what people love the most about Fantasy Camp, and especially the coaches and the players, it's kind of getting back into that little kid locker room mentality, just pokes and pries and jokes. And I think that's one of the things you guys miss the most, right?
Oh my gosh! I mean, you just hear Vaughn and Cirillo going back at each other, back and forth, and it's really special because this game is out of sight, out of mind, and while you're playing together, you're literally at the field for 11 hours a day with each other. So it is your second family, whether you like it or not. And just stories after stories that you don't forget about. And then when you do get back together, it doesn't even matter if it's 3 years, 5 years, could even be 10 years. You get back, and the stories, you're like, oh my gosh, I totally remember that stuff. So it's good stuff.
Favorite Fantasy Camp story then?
Favorite Fantasy Camp story? Well, I'll give you one that I'm a little embarrassed about, but I was hitting fungos to my team yesterday, and I literally snapped the fungo on the last ground ball, so a little bit of shade on myself.
The other thing that a lot of these former players and even, fans, they just talk about how great Milwaukee fans are. I mean, you've played for a couple teams. Obviously, you won a World Series ring and ousted the Brewers in 2008. I mean, no one's bitter about that. But when you, yeah, exactly. But when you think of Brewer fans, what's the first thing that pops up?
Well, all these campers here are huge fans, and I know some of them come from different parts of the country and are coming to Brewer camp, but most of them are Brewer fans. And the one thing great about Major League Baseball is how close they can get to the athlete, and this is another layer of getting closer. And for them to buddy up with you, and for at least for a few days to kind of feel like a Major League Baseball player, put the uniform on, learn about the routine is a big deal. And I think that's the reason they come out here, and it's nice for us to give them a little bit of what we did.
And whatever they're putting in the water here in Phoenix, it's shrinking my uniform a little bit. So we're going to have to get that checked out. Jeff, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
You got it.